Turn the disc upside down. Take your fingers, make a scissor form, slide the scissor in, and then lock with the thumb. And that's how you grip the grenade. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm at R.L. Smith Park, which is the closest field to my house in Charlotte. And I'm with my beautiful girlfriend, Marissa.
Hello.
And we're doing a grenade video today because that's my secret weapon out on tour. I know you guys are curious on how I do it, why I do it, when I do it, and what to think of when I'm doing it. So today I'm gonna show you guys. I got a nice stack of discs in my hand right now. I think that the best grenade disc on the market is an X1, flat top, extremely overstable. I maxed out at 275 feet when I do one of those. I can stretch it further with a flippier disc. So if you want to be really accurate, you're going to want to start with something really overstable. And a lot of times people pull out their most overstable disc, but in reality it's not overstable enough. You need something with no movement at all to throw a good accurate grenade. So I like the X1 for that, but I also have some other discs with me because if I need to stretch it further than 275, I'm gonna have to throw something a little flippier. So if I want to throw something a little flippier, I will then step up to a nice D1. I have a flippier D1 that I can get even more distance with. Same color, same run. And then I got these new discs that I think I'm gonna like. They're D3s, and I think this is 750 Spectrum plastic. So those are gonna have some turn to them and should be able to get some good distance off of that. And the last one is my trusty green Reverb. This is for the max distance grenade. This is a 400-foot grenade shot, maybe even stretching to 430 or something. And I throw this disc really flippy, gets the turn and everything. Alright, so they're going to be really difficult to see because this shot just goes straight up out of frame and then straight back into frame. But I've got that green landing strip out there that I'm going to be aiming for. Starting with the X1 right here. This one's nicknamed Hodor. Used to be Alex Geisinger's. This is how I grip the grenade. Turn the disc upside down. Take your fingers, make a scissor form. Slide the scissor in. And then lock with the thumb. And that's how you grip the grenade. This is how you grip a power grenade. A lot of people throw it like this, and I think that's cool, but you're not gonna throw it as far as somebody who grips it like this. So yeah, if you're gripping with the thumb, I think maybe you can hit a flatter angle a little bit better. But when I'm gripping it like this with the power grip, I'm throwing full hyzer, straight up, straight down. Turning my body over itself like this, and then just throwing it as high as I can. The higher I get it, the better. So, things to keep in mind: the wind. What does a tailwind do? Tailwind, nothing. Other than maybe make your disc go a little further, that's it. Same with the headwind. What does it do? Same thing, a little bit shorter distance. But right to left, left to right is where you're gonna really see some changes because the disc is up so high and it's exposed, extremely exposed. So if you have a left to right wind, you're gonna have to play that wind. You're gonna have to hang the disc out a little bit left and let it fall right. What I like to do with a left to right wind is throw a little bit less hyzer, so just a little bit less hyzer, maybe an angle like this, and if I throw it up on the left side, it just falls straight down. It falls straight down, so it kind of helps me trap the disc. That's another. I see Gannon Buhr throw his grenades like that. Or not as much hyzer angle as me. He'll throw it out to the right, and then it'll spike back left, and that's good and cool and everything, but I like to be able to work it a little bit more. Maybe there's trees here, not trees. You have to be able to be creative with it, basically. So, starting just basic, straight up, straight down, comfortable grenade. Another X1. So I'm throwing it on not straight up vertical on that one because I think that's the best way to trap it, the Gannon technique. If I'm wide open 260, I'll put a little bit of hyzer on it, it'll fall back to the left. But at the same time, I can do this and put more hyzer on it, vertical, and it just goes straight up and straight down, maybe even a little bit to the right. You can't see the disc, but it's going straight up, straight down, basically. Nothing crazy about it. Now, if I want to get a little more distance, I'm going to pick a disc that's a little more understable, like this D1 right here. So this one, I'm going to have to start aiming a little bit left on it, because when it gets up in the air and wants to come down, for your perspective, it's going to start doing this. It's going to start flipping this way. And what it does, it's getting distance when it's doing that. So if it's flipping, you're going to be getting more distance. This one's still really consistent disc, but doesn't go too far. Okay, and it's flipping up just a little bit, kind of turns into a lefty spike, spikes down, right side, and it's all good. I get these ones like 350. If I'm about 350 feet out and I need a grenade, I will step up to my D1s because they can get that distance. All right, let's see what these D3s fly like. I think they're gonna be nice for the grenade. Now, a lot of people ask me, doesn't that hurt your finger? And it does if I throw like 8 in a row, kind of like I'm doing now. It kind of rubs me a little bit, so I just have to take it a little slow, but as far as like the first one, never hurts, so. So those have some good flip up. Those have some really good flip up to them. All right, and then the last one that I want to teach you about, this is like the super special one that is mind-blowing and useful, and I think it's the future personally, and that's taking a stable, or like a really flippy disc, but still has some integrity. Like I throw this for my rollers, and I throw it for flip-up sidearms in the woods sometimes. Taking this disc, throwing it straight up on that grenade angle and getting it, because you don't want something too flippy. You can't have a DX Valkyrie up there and flip it over and go straight. Like I haven't mastered that shot yet, but getting it to flip up and go right, definitely doable. Most important things when I'm throwing the flippiest one is knowing what the wind is doing. So perfect scenario, tailwind, left to right. Throw this thing up there and it's just gonna flip and carry distance the whole entire way. It's gonna go so far. I'd be able to throw it 450 probably if I was having the perfect tailwind left to right. Now, if it is a headwind, let's say a headwind with the flippy disc, this thing is going to get up and it's gonna get to almost flat, and then it's gonna cruise off to the right. So knowing that in a headwind, very important. The more, now like judging like how much of it is head and how much of its tail is crucial to the throw. You've gotta know what the wind's doing up there. So if it's like halfway, if it's directly left to right, you're still gonna get a lot of carry to the right, but it should be pretty predictable because it's not flipping it up constantly. The wind is just kind of like pushing it. If you aim far enough left, you should be okay. If it's a right to left now, I'm gonna immediately out of the hand, I'm gonna see this disc push left because the wind is just like pushing it. But then once it starts coming down and gaining speed, it's gonna flip up and it's gonna try to push right as much as the wind will allow it. So that is very useful for me, knowing what that's doing. Let's get a big one right here though. That's perfect. It was about 400 feet and it's right where I was aiming, and it's consistent all day. All right, I'm walking to my discs right now. Marissa's behind me. She has no idea, but I'm about to ask my best friend to marry me. So I'm very nervous right now. I got the ring in my pocket. It's been a long time coming, but I have the best girlfriend that anybody could ever ask for. So, here we go, I'm scared. Baby.
Stop it.
I love you so much.
Stop.
I love you so much.
Stop.
You are my best friend in the world.
No, stop.
I'm sorry I'm doing it during disc golf, but I have your ring. Would you please marry me?
Yes, of course.
Love you, baby.
Oh, I love you.
I love you, baby.
So was this whole thing a setup, or
No,
You really needed this video.
needed to do a grenade.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, so we just wanted to, I guess, clarify some stuff. Marissa was a little skeptical of this being posted just because of the way she reacted. She really thought I was joking, is that right?
Yeah, I thought you were joking.
Yeah.
We've been dating for over 8 years now,
Yeah.
and we've been kind of joking about it recently, so I honestly just thought it was another joke until he actually pulled the ring out of his pocket. Like, I didn't even know the ring was here. I didn't know anything. It was truly a surprise, which is good. I wanted it to be a surprise, so.
Well, at least I did that part right. Disc golf was our first date, actually, 8 years ago, back in college at Arkansas Tech. We were in the cafeteria, and I mentioned I was gonna go play some disc golf, and she was like, I'm down, let's go. And so
I've
she
never
went.
touched a disc in my life before that.
But even heard of disc golf?
I'd heard of it. We played in gym class one time, actually.
Well, that's random,
Yeah.
but yeah, so she came with me that day, and that was our first date, and we've been together ever since. So that's the significance of why I proposed on a disc golf occasion. All right, guys, so that's basically it. Today, I showed you basically how I like to throw the grenades, trusting the X1s, D3s, my D1s, and of course the special flippiest reverb. And now I'm happily engaged. And so is Marissa, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me on my channel. I'm so happy to show you guys the grenade shot. It's something I take pride in, and it's also something that saves me tons of strokes out there. There's no other shot that can go straight up on the left side and just pan down to the right like a giant lefty spike hyzer like this grenade can. So hopefully, guys, it can become useful in your guys' games. And if you have any questions, shoot them down in the comments. I would love to help. I know I didn't cover everything, but I think I covered the majority of what I'm thinking about when I'm throwing grenades. So thanks, guys. See you next time.